What do you do if you're in the middle of cooking something and you suddenly realize, I don't have that ingredient? You substitute and you use what you have. Let's talk about a few items. Come on over.
Making guests feel welcome, one home at a time.
Let's start with heavy cream. Now, if a recipe calls for heavy cream, it's looking for high fat. Why? Because heavy cream is about 40% fat. That's right, it's a lot of fat. Why is that important? Because it can heat without curdling, it adds thickness and richness to a recipe, and you need that in that recipe, especially if it calls for, say, a cup. If it called for a tablespoon or two, you could fudge a little easier. But if it calls for a full cup, you're going to have to substitute. So let's see what you have on hand. This is a full cup. Do you have whole milk? That's close, but guess what? Whole milk is only 4%. You've got to get it up to 40%. So to do that, you add a half a stick, which is a quarter cup of melted butter. And by melted, we don't mean boiling and scalding because that could curdle your whole milk. And you'll want to mix it up until you have a full cup. So 3/4 of a cup of whole milk plus a quarter cup of melted butter will get you pretty close to your 40%. Do you drink coffee? Well, then you might have some half and half on hand. But this is only 18% fat. So you're still going to have to come in with some butter. So again, 3/4 of a cup of your half and half added to 80% fat in your quarter cup of melted butter will get you close to your 40%, and then you're cooking. Now, if you have none of those on hand, but you happen to have in the back of your pantry a can of evaporated milk, this will help. It does not have the high fat content that you would need for, say, thickening, but it would work in a dip or a sauce, and you could use it. It's not perfect, but it'll work in a pinch, and it's what you have. If you have plain Greek yogurt, this is a good go-to. Now, this is just half a cup. If your recipe calls for a full cup, you're gonna want 2 of these suckers. And if you can strain it a little bit to get some of the liquid out, that makes it even thicker. So now we're not dealing with the high fat content because this is famously lower fat, but it does thicken for you. And if that's what your recipe calls for, perfect. Add a little bit of milk to it to help stabilize the yogurt. It's going to have a little bit of tang, but it'll work in a pinch. Now, something I never have on hand, but you might, is coconut cream. Now, most people don't realize this, but coconut plain is not sweetened. That's right, it's just coconut. And if it's a cream, it's already thick for you. It's not going to have the high fat, but it is going to thicken for sauces or dips. And so you can use that as a non-dairy option. Now, let's say your recipe calls for sour cream and you open up the refrigerator and you're like, who ate the last of the sour cream? You can replace it. Here's how. Sour cream is just fermented regular cream. So it has the richness of cream, but it has a tangy flavor. It puts a little stank on it. It's got a little edge. It's edgy. Do you have full fat, plain Greek yogurt? This is a half a cup in these single servings. That is a 1-to-1 ratio substitute because Greek yogurt also has an edge to it. It has a little tang to it. So it works just as easily in the restaurant. This is your quickest fix. Do you have any cottage cheese in the refrigerator? Possibly. If you do, get a cup of that, and you may have some left over, but at least you'll have it. A cup of this, a quarter cup of milk and the highest fat you have, and then to give it that tang, you're gonna add 2 teaspoons of either lemon juice or vinegar. You probably have all of that on hand. No one will be able to tell the difference. Dinner is saved. Now you're going to need to blend this. Why? Because as you know, cottage cheese is curdled. It has those little lumps in it and you don't want the lumps. So when you blend all this together, you get a nice, smooth consistency, which is what sour cream is. Do you have any cream cheese on hand? If you do, You just want to soften this quickly, and you can soften it in the microwave. It's perfectly fine. And then you're going to add 1 to 2 tablespoons of either milk or buttermilk. The buttermilk will certainly give it a bit more tang, so that would be my choice. A lot of people don't have that on hand. Go with the milk, you'll be fine. And speaking of buttermilk, this is what you're going to use. This has the tang you need, and it's a little better fat-wise. Now, remember, we're replacing sour cream. So you want that tang, you want that little edge to it. So you want a 3/4 cup of your buttermilk, and then we're gonna add a little bit of butter for richness. Remember, this is very high fat. It'll definitely give you more of that consistency of sour cream. And just like that, you're cooking. Do you have some mayonnaise on hand? That's right, mayonnaise. We're not talking that other stuff. That is not mayonnaise. It has to be mayonnaise because mayonnaise is really just eggs and oil. That's all it is, whipped into this beautiful elixir. So you would take 3/4 cup of your mayo, and you would add a splash or 2 of apple cider vinegar. Now you have to make sure it's apple cider vinegar. This gives it that tang you want in addition to the tang that mayonnaise already has. And that is how you save the day for sour cream. Now, what if your recipe calls for cream cheese, but you don't have cream cheese? You're gonna have to punt. What do you have on hand? Let's find out. Do you have any ricotta cheese left over from that lasagna you meant to make or did a half recipe? This is your go-to. Now listen to me about this though. You need to blend or food process it and then strain it, because what you want to be left with the thickness of cream cheese. You know how heavy that is. Softened cream cheese is still very thick and heavy. So the way to do that is to blend and then strain. Let all that liquid come through and you'll be left with something very close to cream cheese. Now the reason a recipe calls for cream cheese is it's just a mixture of curdled cream and milk. Curdled meaning it's thickened. The whey, the W-H-E-Y, that whey is pulled away from it and you're left with that really thick, heavy mixture. And that's kind of what ricotta is. So ricotta is your #1 go-to. But what if you don't have ricotta? Well, here's our big go-to, Greek yogurt. Again, this is already smooth, but you're going to need to strain it. So if your recipe calls for a lot of it, like a cup, a full cup, this is only half a cup, and once you strain the liquid out, it's going to be even less. You're gonna have to use 2 or 3 of these to make up for your cream cheese. Do you have sour cream? Sour cream also has the properties you need for this recipe. Again, you want to strain this. Sour cream is definitely thick and rich, but it's still a little runnier than you want for the consistency of even softened cream cheese. Strain, strain, strain. And you know, if it takes a little bit more time, it's going to be worth it. Do you have some cottage cheese on hand? This is a really good substitute. Now you're going to have to blend this. It's lumpy in here, folks. It's been curdled. Now you want that. You want the curdling, but you don't want all the liquid that comes with it. So you blend it until it's very smooth, and then you strain it. Now, you can thicken it by adding some heavy cream. It really will work. So strain it, get what you can, add a little heavy cream, and you're ready to go. Do you have some goat cheese on hand? You know, you meant for that charcuterie board and you totally forgot about it. Now it's just sitting, languishing in your refrigerator. Today is goat cheese day because you're going to use this goat cheese. You're going to blend it to get it very smooth, and you're gonna add a little bit of heavy cream or milk to it to help smooth it out. Then you want to strain it. Again, you want that really thick consistency. Now let's say you don't have enough of any of these. Guess what you can do? You can combine them until you get your full cup. Let's say you have just a bit of ricotta and a couple tablespoons of your sour cream. Maybe you have some cottage cheese, but you don't have time to strain. There's no time. Well, then you're gonna go for some heavy cream or some whole milk. Maybe you have a little bit of Greek yogurt. You can combine all these and you're going to get to the consistency that you want. And it's what you have on hand, and so that's how you're going to save the day. So when your recipe calls for something creamy, a creamy ingredient, and you don't have that, you're going to do what I do. You're going to use what you have on hand, and no one will know the difference. Happy cooking. Gosh, I need a monocle. You want that sour, that tartness. And you add, and I've totally forgotten it, and you add a splash. I don't have it out here. Now, when you use cream cheese in a recipe, which I forgot to say, why do I have lemon sitting here? There's no reason to have lemon sitting here.
Come on over. Now go make someone feel special today.